Check, check. Microphone check. Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, I think that's it. Hi, my name is Mac. Welcome to YouTube Millions, where you follow me on my journey to become a millionaire and, well, probably become one yourself, okay? That's the goal. That's the plan. That's what we're trying to activate. And today, one of the biggest, maybe infamous or famous, it depends on your point of view. But I like to talk about this guy because he is very important to understand. If you actually want to be a millionaire and stay that way, do something that's repeatable, create a process where you make a lot of money and keep making lots of money for generational wealth. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. We got to understand how Andrew Tate did it and why that's very important, okay? I mean, it's basically like this. Right? Isn't that all he does? Well, no, not really. Let's check out this Vice special. That was put out quite some time ago, but I don't believe they really dive in to the nitty-gritty on what made it work. Okay, this is more informative to help people understand who he is, what he did, you know, things like that, but I want to dive into the psychological parts of what made him successful. All right, let's get into it.
Do you ever wonder why some people who you've never heard of before all of a sudden appear everywhere?
Yep.
Andrew.
Okay, so here's the thing. As a fighter, okay, he was actually really good at beating his opponents, but there were certain aspects to it that made him successful. Okay, one of his, I'm not going to go through and pull up the clips and give you something fancy to watch. Okay, it's not what I do. I like to stay raw and keep it real. That's what makes my production easy and understandable to digest. Okay, at least for me, at least in my mind, and, well, people who think like me, okay? Oh, we got people viewing. Hey, everybody, welcome. In any case, follow this, okay? Follow this. He is a good fighter for the fights that he had. Super tall, super lanky. One of the best kicks was his front kick. Dude, he would just stand there and just be like, blah! Just like front kick you in the chin. And it was one of these things, man. He had a good push kick. This is kickboxing, okay? Now, I know you're probably talking about how he just got his ass handed to him in a recent fight against a YouTuber, but we're not going to go there just yet, okay? What I want to talk about is what made him successful, what started him on his way to becoming everything that he did, all right? And fighting was the first way he did it. He was able to beat people who were pretty good, but they couldn't match what he had. Like, his toolkit was always scissor, and he was always fighting paper. Or if they came out with scissor, he'd come out with rock. You get what I'm saying? Do I got to do it again? All right, well, if he was a paper, then all these scissors, you know, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, let's watch the rest of this. Okay, fighting. Let's start there. Fighting and getting famous through fighting. That's how he was successful.
Andrew Tate is an Anglo-American kickboxer turned influencer whose extreme misogynist videos have helped make him the most viral man in the world.
Bang out the machete, boom in her face, and grip her up by the neck.
Bang out machete, grab her by the face, and then in the neck. Oh, look, dude. But seriously, man, like, there's another thing, okay? Accents. Accents just hit people differently, right? I remember watching movies in the 90s, and people would get all jolly, or they just get all crazy for the British accents, or you'd watch Lord of the Rings and all those dudes with the accents and the chicks, and they just sounded so fantastical, and it gets people. Okay, so the way you present yourself, the way you carry yourself, that's something that is very, very meaningful. Okay, keep an eye on that.
On December 29th, he and his brother were arrested by Romanian police as part of a rape and human trafficking investigation.
The Matrix has attacked me.
The Matrix has attacked me. There's another thing, okay? He has generated a following by finding like-minded people, grouping them all together, and getting them all to like regurgitate his prophecy, his words, everything that he wants to say. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. There's a lot of people out there that are looking for guidance, and they don't want guidance from, the people that are trying to give them actual good advice, right? They want guidance from something different, something that rocks the system they're mad at, and that's why this whole Matrix concept works. It resonates with people. You can grab people, pull them into your cause, and have them fight for you just by saying things that they like. And that's what this dude did very, very well.
A few months before their arrest, I was in Romania trying to get access to their so-called secret society, the War Room.
The War Room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet today.
To get inside, I had agreed to endure a professional
Crazy
cage fight in Romania.
I know he's gonna lose.
Dude.
Wow, he's actually in there.
Along
I mean, okay. If like that guy, he's the guy who did this piece on Vice. And if he could do that, to get an article, right? Like that's pretty amazing on his part. He probably went through some real serious shit to get to where he is at right there, man. Like he had to prove himself, or did he? This is one of those things where I always question, right? Maybe Andrew Tate paid them to come out and do a piece on him, or maybe vice versa. Either way, Vice, the people that produced this video, and Andrew Tate are going to get rich off of this piece because it promotes them. Okay? Fame and infamy are literally the same thing. It's all how you use it. Okay? Another millionaire mindset. We got to keep going with that.
with 100 Tate superfans.
We shouldn't be slaves. We shouldn't be working 9-to-5 jobs.
I need to grow. I need to get better. I need to evolve.
I'm not tough on myself. Nobody else will be. That's what I learned from Andrew Tate.
This chain you hold on to.
What I found out.
I mean, they're not wrong, right? They're not wrong, right? Right, wrong, left, up, down, sideways. No, but what they all show is this commonality, something that they want to strive for better. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's what Andrew Tate tries to grab onto, to pull you in with, right? He's saying, hey, I understand your pain. I've been there too. I'm just like you. Now you can be just like me. We're the same, you see? I'm not trying to rhyme on purpose. I have simple words and they just happen to rhyme like that. Like I said, I don't mince words. I don't do the fancy fluff thing. I just give it to you like real and raw. Like Andrew Tate, his energy when he talks to people, you grab the girl by the hip and you just machete them and sometimes I don't even know what he's saying, but it just sounds cool because it's different. It works, man. I'm telling you. You keep that persona and you could literally tell people garbage and they'll just be like, oh my, wow. That's just how charisma works.
My plan was to sow anarchy.
Is that this recent arrest appears to be just the tip of the iceberg.
To sow anarchy.
The real story
Yeah, dude.
Really conquered the internet.
began
Yep.
years ago.
Here we
There's
go.
not a single female complaining.
Do you think there's not a single female complaining?
Have you seen one? Tell me.
My ex-boyfriend was radicalized by Andrew Tate.
And dude, that's easy to do, man. If you think about it, again, these are people who maybe have lost something already, or maybe lost their job, lost a relationship, or they're just trying to find something better because they live down so low in their eyes, right? And here we go. Andrew Tate promising them this, that. All you got to do is join my Discord and pay the brothers in the war room to blah, 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 blah. Okay, and people do it, man. Imagine, I saw it somewhere. I think it was like $50 a month just to be a member of their Discord, okay? You think that's crazy, but it's true, man. People will pay that. People will pay that for whatever it is that they're trying to seek out, Let me take you to video game, just on a tangent. Video game monetization is the same way. Like certain video game makers know they got people hooked on the game. And, they also know that people like being special little snowflakes, right? They want personalization and customization, and I want to be different. I am the main character of my own story. Stuff like that. That's real, and they can make money off of it. Just like Andrew Tate realizes he can make money off of people's feelings the same way. And that's what we got to study, because if we could replicate that, we could mind control people and get them to do what we want, buy our products, use our services, pay for my subscriptions. That's how we make money. All right, stick with me. Let's keep going.
He was sweet and I guess vulnerable to being brainwashed by Andrew Tate and his
Easily.
What he's done.
For reals, man. It's easy to do. It's easy to control the masses.
The busier I am, the worse.
Oh no, my ad. Oh, get away. Skip ad. Sorry, I am not paying for YouTube Premium. No, man.
If you haven't heard of Andrew Tate yet, it's only a matter of time before he pops up on your newsfeed.
Well,
his videos have been viewed over
for
11
sure.
billion times, and in July,
a
he was
billion?
more than Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump.
Dang.
He's called the king of toxic masculinity.
Okay, see there. He already opens like with a niche, and we know that's what he is. But why does that work? Why does toxic masculinity work? That's the question we got to ask ourselves.
You said that rape victims should, quote, bear responsibility for being raped.
We're about to end.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, brah. All my friends, and again, that's the kind of stuff that gets you noticed. Okay. There's a I don't follow politics too well. Like as far as like caring about the names of the people, just the people that say stuff. And I think his name is Nick Fuentes. Recently said something like Hitler's effing cool. Like what? Could you imagine that statement being made and the reaction it'll get from people? Exactly, man. That's the point. That's the point. It draws people like, what? And all of a sudden you're getting free advertising. Whatever you say, you just got the ears of all those people. And that's how Andrew Tate did it with his like toxic masculinity. Let's keep going on this.
To his compound in Romania, which was raided earlier this year as part of the rape and human trafficking investigation that led to his arrest in 2022.
Yep.
Is that true that you sequestered an American girl?
She's not even pretty. This girl's average. She's ugly.
That's what I mean. They're like having a serious conversation about like, a very horrible thing. And, I'm not meaning to laugh at it, but it's just like, that's what works. And it is laughable. He's just like brushing it off like, oh, well, why are you even talking about her? She's not even that pretty. And people are like, what? And they keep watching. They keep following. They get drawn in closer and closer. That's the reality of how people's minds work. Keep following.
I don't have time for this bullshit.
What about the rape accusation?
That's not true at all.
I don't have time for this. Easy.
Hello.
Oh, dude, this is crazy. He's walking up.
I'm Matt.
Okay.
Hey, hello.
These guys are armed guards.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you just let me know when we're allowed.
They're like, this guy right here. Look at that. That's wild. He's just like, uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah? Yes. Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow.
Hello.
That's
hello.
intense.
See you.
This place is giant.
Yeah, I can give you a quick tour. I can't show
Okay.
you a lot of it. A lot of it's like off limits.
A lot's off limits,
Come bite them. Show them how scary you are.
Is this the normal level of security you have for your house every day, or is this just for us?
This
or?
is the normal level of security I have in my house every day. I am prepared for all eventualities. It's better to be paranoid. I kind of like
Okay, so he's flexing, obviously, right? Let's think about this. Andrew Tate knew that Vice is coming in to do a story for him, right? I'm pretty sure he knew. I mean, come on, dude. He knows. And he probably hired all these guys, paid them to look super scary. And I'm pretty sure Vice knew about it too, right? But this makes good content. And that's why they allow it. It makes good content. Why? Because it helps both of them to be successful. This is for Vice and for Andrew Tate. They're both getting something out of this. So there's something we also have to follow and keep in mind, that there's always something in it for everybody. How can we exploit that? All right, let's keep thinking with that mindset here.
I can tell, yeah.
This door leads to... I can't take you in there. That's classified.
Why would he even say that? This door leads to the... Oh, I can't even take you in there. That's classified. Like, you know who does that really well? The President of the United States, all right? Does the same exact tactic. That's all I'll say on that, because like I said, I don't want this to be like a political thing. I want this to be a making money thing. All right. Notice those political figures. Yes. Understand their behaviors. Yes. Because it's all linked to making money.
Up on there, I can't take you in there either. It's classified. You do know if you go to any off-limit areas like security, you're going to intercept. So when I point classified, I'm basically saying don't make them put a gun in your face.
Got it.
Don't make them put a gun to your face. With an emphasis earlier about the guys like playing all extra crazy with their gun. Like, okay, I know real security guards. I know real Army Rangers, real Navy SEALs. Okay, real, who else? CIA agents, people that you know are a bunch of badasses, right? But guess what? The thing about a real, genuine badass, it's kind of like a real, genuine billionaire, trillionaire, gazillionaire. They don't act like it. In fact, they act the opposite. If you've seen some of my friends, you'll be like, that dude a farmer? Is that Farmer Joe with his huckleberry hat? No, dude. That's my crazy friend. The silent killer. Like, he's paid by our U.S. government to silently kill people. And you called him a huckleberry farmer. That's the kind of people they really are, right? If you're flexing too much, you ain't real. You fronting. That's another thing. Millionaire mindset. Keep that up.
TV, which I never watch. World title belts. I was 4-time kickboxing world champion.
And what's this painting over here?
That's my brother.
Who else lives here? Is it just you?
No, I live here with my brother. I think you get the best version of yourself if you live with other competitive men. I don't have loser friends. I like sitting down with people and discussing how we can make money from the conflict in Ukraine. That's what I enjoy. I don't want to talk about TV.
Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. I can't do it. Get it down to 100 there. Like that girl right there. I mean, earlier he was all bragging about, oh, she's average. Like, dude, that girl is way average. Or maybe that's his interior designer. You know, who knows?
Interesting. Okay, cool. Hi, by the way. Sorry to interrupt. I'm Matt. Georgia, good to meet you. What are you up to, Georgia?
Georgia.
Working.
Working.
Okay.
This
She's
is,
working.
The woman I'm trying to speak to, Georgiana Noghel, would also later be arrested with Tate in December.
Georgia, 2 coffees, please.
That's his assistant. Okay. Seriously, dude. Wouldn't you hire like an assistant with a better face? Like that is a butterface assistant for sure.
Hey, how's it going? Hi.
These guys.
What are these guys up to?
Conquering the world, my friend.
Through what means?
I run Hustlers University, which is now currently the biggest online educational platform in the world. We've grown extremely fast. We have 110,000 students inside of a year.
Imagine being able to believe the just by thinking about it.
Oh, dude. Let me get rid of this ad first.
Hustlers University.
Hustlers University.
For $49 a month.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, hold on. Let's watch. Let's watch this. $49.99.
Andrew Tate's online Hustlers University promises to teach his millions of followers the secrets of modern wealth creation.
I'm gonna go a little faster.
Drop shipping.
No big deal, just the biggest online school in history.
Is this a sharp sword or is it kind of a decorative sword?
I did a Tate speech about why I have this sword. A Tate speech is like my YouTube channel, Tate Speech.
Yeah.
And I talked about how
Oh my
the
gosh.
number one problem with the world is that not enough men walk around their houses with swords.
That's up there for sure.
Because if more men walked around their houses with swords, so many of the world's issues could be fixed. But you have to extrapolate it.
Okay.
For example, so the woman panics, she sees something on TV, the man comes home, she's like, oh, we gotta start wearing a mask, da-da-da. If the man walked around with a sword, and she's like, put a mask on, he'd be like,
Yep.
I'm brave, I don't need a mask. I'm a commander. Fuck you. It's just a symbol of empowerment. You got your sword, your wife starts talking, you're like,
Yep.
shut up, I decide what I do. Be quiet. Cook.
Andrew's unashamed
So there. Okay. There. If this is your first Tate. This is your first Tate of taste. This is your first taste of Tate. That's hard to say. Then you're getting the idea. Okay. A lot of people hate that. A lot of people hate that. A lot of people are like, oh my God, this guy, is he real? Is he real? Walks around with a sword and tells his wife to go cook. I mean, yes, that's real. And yes, much like Nick Fuentes right now is gaining popularity with his Hitler is effing cool statement. It's the same way. Nick Fuentes isn't doing anything different. He's not a genius of any sorts. Like me, you know, we just learn what works. He found something as a famous person, and this is what makes it even more of a hack, right? Famous people use this all the time. Okay, famous people don't even need to be honest. They don't need this hack because they're famous. Anything they says is gonna be like taken by gospel by their fans. And then you got the other side, the people that don't like them. It's gonna be taken as hate. So you're getting all this incoming traffic, hate and love. That's the biggest form of marketing. That's just the biggest and best. You know, do the extreme and then do the other side. Pull them all in. Dude, you got it. You got them all. I noticed your channel has strong potential, but needs a bigger audience to level. Oh my gosh, more spam. That's cool. I hope it helps my channel grow by getting spam from Kick Chat. But that's how he does it. Same with Andrew Tate. You know, it's an old strategy that's been working for years. People just finding new ways to present it or new timing. You know, it's really it too. It's about timing.
Misogynistic and violent views so far seem to match his YouTube persona.
Oh yeah,
to find out
for
how
sure.
he's translated those into viral fame, I accept an invite onto the Tate Brothers podcast, Emergency Meeting.
Here we go.
There's also a chance to get acquainted with his brother Tristan.
Welcome to Emergency Meeting, episode 13. We have a special guest, Matt Shea, who is internationally renowned and respected. He's a folk singer, and he's going to sing us a song.
Andrew's invited his mate on our show without my consent. I'm just going to have to bite my tongue and listen to you guys talk most of this emergency meeting. Otherwise, I'm going to walk off.
Matt, can you introduce yourself? Tell them about your singing career. Tell them where you're from, etc.
Yeah, so I'm actually not a folk singer at all in the slightest. No, sorry.
What?
You're calling my brother a liar.
You lied to me.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Look at that.
Have you ever seen the clown that hides from gay people?
So he's trying. He's already just pulling control of the conversation. All right, that's another thing. Millionaire mindset. You got to keep tabs on. when you got someone who's acting the alpha over you and taking over your space, when you need to say something, then, you're just giving them too much control. They're going to easily handle that situation over you. All right, let's see how Matt handles it.
Oh, I haven't seen the time that Isaac gave
So
me.
you've never seen him?
No. Is he here somewhere?
Strange. Well, yeah, he's right here. I see him.
I see him.
All right, let's be nice to our vice friend. So let me be nice to him before he does a hit piece.
This is definitely a hit piece. I've warned my brother that this is a setup, and this is what everyone
I don't care. I'm uninterested. I've clearly conquered the internet. I'm clearly unstoppable. I'm like the board.
You've invited the liberal news media to come.
They can all come. Just because I'm wearing a gun, I'm violent. Is that how it is? Just because I got knives all over the table and I'm a kickboxing world champion, I'm violent.
If you are wearing a gun and you have knives, that does make you a little bit violent.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Makes me security aware.
I don't sing a song.
I haven't
Sing
said
like you
anything.
promised.
It's
If
a
you
setup.
think I won't kick Vice out of my house.
Oh, jeez.
No. You can sing now or you're off the.
But do you see how that works? Like, his views are going up instantly. Like, if I had somebody like that on my live stream right now, I guarantee I'd have more than just a few of you guys on who aren't speaking or saying anything in chat, except the spammers trying to spam my chat with spam. But that's fine. People got to make money. That I ain't gonna poo-poo on people for trying to make their money. I'll leave it up to my AI mods to clear that out. But hey, man, that is just the classic example of how easy it is to pull people in, right? It's just step right up. See, the world's greatest show. Really, the world's greatest show. But hey, use those words. Step right up. World's greatest show. Hey, I want to see what's in there. That's how it works. More ads. Maybe one day, if I get famous enough, I could pay for YouTube Premium and not have to watch that crap.
Breaks character.
30-second break. Chat shit. Another 5 minutes and we'll get you out of here. You can talk shit back. You can annoy us if you want.
Don't worry, no, I know. I'm just not very good at talking shit.
We've had a long career. We have to do our normal broadcast.
Okay.
Kick him off the pod. Cool, man. Have fun, guys, yeah?
Bro, this is going to be the worst documentary about us.
What they gonna say?
I don't know.
Look at
Lots of cars and money. All the women love him. He's sexy.
So, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Of just how, he goes in and out of character, because it is a character. And all the good, great millionaires have a character. Just got to have our own too, Let's see. Well, let's get to some of his other stuff. Let's see. What are we talking about here?
Links to the Hustlers University underneath. If someone signs up through your
Oh, here we go. He's talking about the how.
Another account. And again,
Here we go.
Tate posting all these videos. So who are all these people? Tate Brothers Embarrassed Vice Reporter was posted by a fan account that has 58,000 followers and 3.9 million likes, and is just posting loads of videos every single day. Right in the description of his account, it says, "Looking to level up your life, start here."
Okay.
Link to the Hustlers University. Another account. And again, a link to the Hustlers University. He's got a clever formula here.
Yes.
It turns out a big part of Hustlers University is an affiliate marketing scheme where boys as young as 13 are instructed to share controversial videos of Andrew with links to the Hustlers University underneath. If someone signs up through your
that's
link,
how it
you
works.
get 48% of their subscription fee.
Wow.
By financially incentivizing 110,000 students to share his content online, Andrew has essentially built an army to become rich and famous in a very short space of time.
Yep.
And he's tactically avoiding the impact of social media bans because it isn't Andrew himself posting, it's his legion of fans.
That's genius.
The shit that everyone thinks isn't allowed to say. So that's the reason I'm all big on the internet.
I'm starting.
Okay. So if you followed that, you'll see that it was very divisive. He started Hustlers University, all right, with his charisma. He got some fame off of kickboxing. And then all of a sudden, hey, I'm going to start this Hustlers University. I'm going to use my alpha male charm a bunch of other younger kids as young as 13, really? Wow. But it works. I'm not telling you to go out there and do the same, because I don't support that type of, behavior. Well, what am I trying to say? I don't support taking advantage of people who don't know they're taking. No, how do you say that? I mean, well, maybe that's business in itself if we think about it. Look at someone as famous as Mr. Beast. Where does all of his fame come from? How does he get so many people watching his videos? Children watch his videos. Kids, teenagers. And they grow up to be loyal fans at the age of even 20. And then they start realizing that, I'm not into that anymore. And they watch something else. But kids make up a lot of these people's fame. Young kids. Imagine a kid who, doesn't really get a lot of attention from his dad. Okay? And all of a sudden there's this guy on the internet who's he looks cool. I'll give him that. I mean, puts shades on, smokes cigars, has cars, women, houses. It's all by design so that he could create media of him looking cool and then get all of his loyal fanboys to push his content for him. That's amazing marketing. Amazing marketing. Like, he's doing no work. All he has to do is act as an alpha male. Wow. Like, just wow, dude. You can't beat that kind of marketing. Other people passionately doing it for you because they're getting paid. He's giving them half. He's going off of the quantity over quality strategy. 110,000 people getting them half of, the cut, $25. I mean, they're getting he's getting $26 and then minus fees and all that. But dude, that's a lot of money. That's a crap ton of money. And he got it quickly. And then he could expand the empire, easily scalable. Okay. So we have to think similarly to Andrew Tate. How do you get all of these viewers, all of these children to watch you, to do what you do, and then to grow up to be like you? Like, dude, isn't that the same thing as grooming? But then that gets a different term, that gets a different connotation thrown around, right? But in essence, everybody is doing it. Everybody is trying to find a way to influence children so that they grow up and buy their crap. What do you think toy companies do all the time? They try to get children to latch on to lovable characters so that they can, attach, grow emotion. And then when they're older and can make money, they're like, oh man, I love the Lord of the Rings, saga. It was so cool. I'm going to buy that Lord of the Rings sword, man. Because Andrew Tate said, I need to buy a sword. And that Lord of the Rings sword looks so cool. You know what would look cool with a Lord of the Rings sword? A Lord of the Rings ring. And then I should get the crown. I should get the outfit. And now you're somebody's puppet. 1 minute. Hi, sweetie. You on break? Sorry, I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'm just trying to finish before I take Allie to school. She stayed home because she wasn't feeling good.
Did you make her breakfast?
He's eating right now, yeah.
What is she eating?
Some eggs and stuff. But I'm going to finish, okay? Okay, well, we'll keep this going. We'll keep this going because his marketing strategy is just phenomenal. And we can learn from that. We can replicate it in our own tasteful way, is what I'm saying.
To wonder whether he's just a living meme.
You're a loser because your mentality is loserish.
Some kind of viral marketing campaign to swindle money from confused young men.
You never had the life I had, ever.
Or if he really believes what he says.
All I'm offering is the truth.
It's great. It's great marketing, man. It is viral marketing for sure. Look at that. Matrix.
Appeared on our screens as a reality TV star.
I've never been in a situation in my life so far in my 21 years where I really want something and didn't get it.
He had found an arena
where
controversial personalities thrive.
I had to manipulate a lot of people to win.
But something happened when Andrew was on Big Brother.
Wow.
One of the biggest reality TV shows of all time.
This is Big Brother. Due to events in the outside world, Andrew has had to leave the Big Brother house.
He was reportedly removed from the program when a video surfaced of him slapping his ex-girlfriend and
beating her
with a belt.
I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen? Did I say listen?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude.
Simmered down after Andrew released a video of his ex, claiming it was all part of a so-called kinky game.
It was just pure game. It's just what we used to do.
What?
What the public didn't know, and what we can now reveal, is that around the time that Andrew was playing Truth or Dare in the Big Brother pool, the UK police had informed the production company that he was under investigation for 2 incidents involving other women.
Wow.
One of rape and a further of physical assault.
Wow. Okay, well, so, these stories came up. Obviously, he's popular. He's not a good dude when it comes to how he treats women. And that's going to happen, obviously. But, so we get a good idea of this guy. But the thing that made him famous was his marketing campaign. And that's what I wanted to introduce to you today, is how do we turn that for us? Okay? There's a couple things we can do. So many things we can do. It depends on what you're doing. Okay? So I'd like to know what you're trying to do in the comments below. Hit me up. And, we could talk about it. We'll talk through those comments. Let's share with everybody else and see what we could come up with. Because I'm already employing these strategies in my Radventurer business. What is that? That's my e-bike storytelling company. I say things like, we're the world's first e-bike, or we're the world's first guided e-bike storytelling company. World's first guided e-bike storytelling company. One, I want to remove as much liability from that as possible. Okay? E-bikes are relatively new. Yes. But are there other people doing storytelling e-bike tours? Maybe. I haven't found any. I found a rail. It's like a rail cart that's manually pushed or powered, I guess, by another train, and it tows people around a rail track, and they tell horror stories. It's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is with e-bikes. And I tell folklore, unsolved mysteries, and all that stuff related to the trails we're riding on. So, I very well can be. No one has challenged me yet, but I'm going to keep saying that. The world's first. Why? Because it's a marketing tool. Okay? So think about all those things you could do for your business, for your channel, for whatever you're trying to grow, and let me know in the comments below. My name is Mac, YouTube Millions. I hope to see you around because we will all become millionaires together, my friends. Cheers and stay rad.